All right. Hello again, everybody. This is Devin, and we are back to another new day. And in front of me, you can see I have these little bitty baggies, and I kind of decorated them with little ghosts and witch hat. And here is a pumpkin, and it's got a little bat on it. And here's another little pumpkin, and he's got a little witch hat. And above me, I have trinkets. And so every day when I make these little trinkets, like this with the little keychain and the sunflower. And then here's another little keychain. It's got a little bitty green butterfly on there. If you can see, it's a glitter butterfly. Green. Then we got this little teeny tiny turtle. And like I said, the turtle is no bigger than the tip of my finger. And you can see that up way close. You can tell that he's just not that big, but adorable. And then on this side, we have a trinket with a little bitty dragonfly on it, keychain. And then here I have another little turtle, as you can tell. Remember, he's no bigger than the tip of my finger. And so these are called my trinkets. And on this show today, we're going to start from today all the way up until the end of the year. And we're doing Halloween now, and this will last until the 30th, and then we'll do Christmas baggie. And I'm giving them away for all my subscribers. So everybody who subscribes to my channel and likes it and shares it is going to get one of my little free gift Halloween bags. And so every day we will be filling it with something new, okay? And something that we make. So we're going to start by putting these little critters in this bag. So every Friday we will raffle off one of our little Halloween bags. We'll put everybody's name in a hat, and I will draw them out so you all can see. I'll make sure everybody's added. That one into the little baggie. And these two can go in the little ghostly baggie, so you can see they're in there. And I'm going to kindly set them aside. I got one more here, so I'm going to show you how I made it. Oop, let me get a hold of them. All right, and so these are real easy. I got these at the dollar store, and they're called felt stickers. And there's a 15 count in there, you can see, from Dollar General. So we're just going to peel off this little sticker. It's on the back. Let me get a hold of it. Kind of hard to grasp. Oh, no. We're just going to peel that little sticker off right there, as you can see. And I'll throw that aside. And then we're going to put our little ghost down here, nice and cute on the baggie. I just kind of like to decorate them and quick and easy. And then here's my other little sticker. That's a pumpkin. I'm just going to peel him off. Nice and easy. And he's all sticky. We're just going to stick him down here, right beside the ghost, as you can see. And that's our little baggie for today. So at the end of the day, we'll put something we made in there together, and that will be our gift for the day. Hold on one second. I almost forgot. We got to put that teeny tiny turtle, see, in the baggie. And so there's the first one for today. And we'll just set that one right there. Okay. Off we go. Now, these are my zip ties for our little baggies, so I'll set them up there. As you remember, we had made this Christmas mold a couple days before, and this is our little Christmas tree. Cutely little decorated. I love white trees. They're always so pretty. And this was the one we did together on the last video, which the bottom kind of looks a little rough, but we'll sand it down. So they're a little hard to get out. You just kind of wiggle it until you get it going. These tree molds are sometimes tough. There's lots of little bitty points on them. So you just got to keep pulling until you get them little roots out of there. Keep pulling. Just keep pulling them. Keep pulling them. And there we go. See? There's our little green Christmas tree. Nice and pretty. Not really any bubbles on him anywhere. Oh, maybe right there. But we'll fix him up with something really cute. He's actually got glitter on him, so we just might add a couple little balls to it and make it shine. I'm going to set him up here. I turn my mold inside out because you can tell you got to kind of flip them back. You know what I mean? And then you just go back through and do a little cleanup on them. Make sure you get them all nice and clean. All that glitter sticks inside, so we'll flip it back out and wipe it later. I'm going to set that back there by the other tree. And I can move all this out of the way because it's what we use to support our Christmas tree. We're going to keep that one out. Okay. We can move the sticks over here. Let's get this area cleaned up so we can do a little more work. We're going to demold our little bitty snail. You remember him. And we poured him because we had extra. So sometimes they take and sometimes they don't. And these little guys are hard to open too. So you just kind of want to keep pulling until you get him. And then when you get to the head, you want to release the mouth first and then the horns. Oh, and see, when you get one that breaks off like that, we'll just fix it. We just cut the other one down and then we'll cut the eyes down flat and put a couple little eyeballs on him and decorate him really cute. And I can kind of show you one that we've already done. So we're going to move him aside for a minute. Well, we'll have to get that later because I guess I can't find that one right at the moment. So my brother may already have it. He collects my snails. All right. And then we got this little bitty turtle. He's not real little bitty. Not as small as the others. You got a little bit of cleanup on there. Sometimes you can just pull it off. And then we kind of want to sand him down real good. All right. And if you give me a minute, I'll be right back. Okay. I got him sanded down. It's just a little bit smoother on the back. So it's not so rough and scratching your fingers up or cutting you anywhere. And he's really, really cute. Now he's got a teeny tiny face, and as you can see, let me get him lined up there with the tip of my finger. That is all the bigger he is. And so he only goes to the tips of my fingers, probably about halfway. So right here. Adorable. So we're going to decorate him today. I got some little bitty spiders because I got some nail, as you can see, them nail stickers. And I'm going to take these little nail stickers and I'm going to kind of glue them on him. I want to give him some tiny spider eyes if I can do that. So we're going to work on that real quick. So give me a minute to get it open. It's not hard. As long as I can get the tape off these things. There we go. Just going to slide that little sticker pack out. There's quite a few of them in there. I'm not exactly sure how many. There's a couple books. One here. one here. And they're kind of like little nail art. Now, I seen a woman do this earlier today. And I'm going to put that up there so I can put them back in there. And she kind of had a hard time doing it. But to me, they look like little bitty stickers. And so I'm thinking we can get a couple out. So I'm going to find these real teeny tiny spiders right here. They just kind of pick right off of there. Let's see. I didn't ruin him. Oh, yeah. I didn't get him unstuck there. Well, we're going to have to try that again. Because it doesn't look like, well, maybe I didn't ruin him. Okay. I don't think I did. All right, so let me kind of start at the top here. And I'm going to pick him down. I got some more on this other sheet, so there we go. I'm not really worried about the top. I want the bottom more. So I'm going to take my UV resin. I'm going to hold him up here. And I'm just going to put a tad bit right there. Then I think I'm just going to get him on there. Whoops. Now I got to find him. Come back here, little guy. There we go. Oh, so tiny. Okay. Almost need tweezers for this. I got a pair, but I'm not sure if I can do it with the tweezers or not. So let me see. No, I got it stuck to my finger. Sorry, everyone. Okay. And so we're just going to press him on there just like that. I'm going to get it down there really good for the eyeball. Line it up. There we go. Oh, and I kind of want to turn it just a hair. And then I'm going to put this in the UV light and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Now, I got him done. You can see his little bitty eye. He's got that little bitty spider on his eye. And then there's like these little wings. So I'm just going to get my clippers here. And I'm going to go clip these little bitty wings on the eyeball. Right about there. Oh, let's see. Oh, nope, it went up there. Okay, maybe I'll get the scissors. Hold on a minute. I don't want to clip them, so we'll get the scissors. It's kind of a really tiny thing to look at here, so I got to get it right down in my eye level here. And pull that back. We're just going to clip it up. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. Just enough where you can kind of see the little spiders coming down. You can see that. Oops, hold on a minute. I'm so sorry. Can you see that? Little bitty spider on the eyeball. Makes him kind of really big, but he's just real small and cute. So now he's got little eyes for a spider. And then we'll put a little clip on him so we can hang him and put a little necklace on him. So there we go. That's a project for today. And then this little guy here, I got these little balls. And since our horn was messed up and we clipped it, we're just going to kind of glue these two little balls right onto the horn. See if I can show you right about there. Maybe even so there. Each one, and I'll do that and he'll be on tomorrow's video, and that's our little snail. So I got him trimmed up. We'll get these little balls on for the antenna. Then we'll give him two little eyes, which we're just going to take the zip Sharpie. I used a little black Sharpie and just kind of dot his little eye right here. Then we'll go over and we'll dot it there. And then he's got his two little eyeballs. And then we'll get his little balls on and he will be ready to go. So we'll work on that tomorrow. And so, and I got many more of the little bitty beads here. I'm going to take them off and we're going to decorate the tree. What I want to do is kind of just scallop them around the Christmas tree. Just kind of like that. We're just going to kind of wrap them. Get them on there. Just like that. And then we'll put a little tree topper on them. So you can kind of see how we're going to decorate him. And look at that. Whoops. Give me a second. It's going to be really pretty, isn't it? And we'll do it in, maybe we'll do it in different colors. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll add another color. I'm going to get that red kind of down, so we'll wrap it better tomorrow. Got a lot to do tonight. Had a grandbaby all day. It was fun. Love playing with the grandkids. There we go. Okay, and then we got to demold our little butterflies here. So these are the teeny tiny butterflies we did yesterday, and I wanted to take one out and show you guys. Just, whoops. Well, let me grab another one here. He went flying. They do that. They're tiny little things. So if you can see, he just fits the tip of my fingernail. Real tiny little guy. Oh, they did fall down. Okay. So he's just that little, just the tip of my fingernail. That's my pinky. So he's not very big. And so we have a little cup over here. And I'm just going to start collecting them in this little bitty cup. And then I'll put them in my eBay account. They're really cute. They're really hard to pour if you remember. They're real tiny, teeny tiny ones. And I found this little bitty scoop. What did I do with it? Just like this. And so next time I'll just scoop them out of the cup and kind of drip a couple drips in this teeny tiny mold. Whoops. And then they'll be easier to put in there. So they're so cute. So cute. I like to put different colors on my trees and my turtles and my stuff like that. Okay. So that was that. I'm going to go ahead and move him aside and we will work on him tomorrow. Get that bead. I'll just stick it in there for now so I don't lose them. And then today I have this, which is very special. There's our little turtle, and I'm just going to set him over here so he can dry too. Okay, and then we got this. It's a little night light. And I'm just going to open her up just like this. Get her out. She's got this. See, if you can see it, it's just kind of censored. Okay. And I want to do it on the front of the plate. And so it's going to be a little hard to move. So that's what this little guy is for. We're just going to sit him down there. I'm going to turn him around. Okay. I want to take my little bitty doggy. I'm going to use this little bitty white one up here because it looks just like my tiny, except he's brown. And so I think he is adorable. So we're just going to take him. Of course, I got to place him upside down. I'm going to put him right here. I was going to make a witch today, guys, but I didn't have enough time to get everything together. So I am going to work on putting her together tomorrow, and that'd be nice and fun. And then I'm going to take these little bitty Halloween thingies here. The little bitty nail stickers we had. And I kind of want to decorate him up a little bit for Halloween. So I'm going to put a couple pumpkins beside him. So I think I want to use the black ones because he's white. So I'm just going to peel him from the top. Oh, I get a hold of it. There we go. Kind of got his little witch hat underneath, if you can see that. So I kind of want to pull that back up just a little bit. There we go. Oh, perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to turn him around, guys, because I can't put him on upside down, and this thing is kind of poofier on the other side. But okay, so we're just going to stick these little pumpkins right down beside the doggy. Hopefully we can get them straight. There we go. Get him. Kind of hard to see from the angle that I'm working. Well, that's not too straight, but it will do. And then I'm going to take another set of them little pumpkins, which is right here. I think I want to pull from the bottom of these babies because they're, there we go. And just kind of grab that little pumpkin tip, if you can see that little bit of black. Oh, and pull them apart, Devin. That's how you do it. They're so touchy because they go on your nails. So you have to be really careful. Now, round two. Once again, I'll get it off my finger because it's kind of stuck there. There we go. And we're going to do it again. I'm going to pull these little bitty pumpkins up. There's got to be an easier way to do these guys sometimes. Up. Let me get a gentle touch on it. There we go. There we go. Okay. My cap is perfect. All right. I'll get her back up there. And we're just going to take and stick it down on this side. Just like that. And they're about even. See them? I got my, whoops, let me show you. Can you see? And then I got my little doggy there in the middle. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Okay. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the resin. I'm going to get me this teeny tiny brush because the tip of it is like real. And I can just kind of sweep it on there. So let me see. I need something to kind of prop that level. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to stack that one up there. There we go. That kind of makes it just a little more level. It's going to run downhill, but we'll get it. Okay, so we're going to start at the top. Actually, this one is thinner. Oh, it's about the same. Okay, maybe if I stack the two of them. Let's see. Oh, that's better. Okay. So we're just going to take our tip of the resin. We're just going to, this is UV. It's Kick Move UV resin clear hard type. So we're just going to squeeze it on there just like so. And then just kind of take the tip of our brush down there. Blue tip, not the brush part, and just spread it. Just so it kind of goes through all the corners but stays right on where I need it. And then spread it down into here. But we want to try to stay on the glass as much as possible. So this is just okay. And we're going to go just a little bit more just to get that coat on there. I'm just going to kind of do the same. I'm going to brush it over this way just a tad. And then up and down and over. And then up. Get a little bit more up there. And I think I'm going to, I always wipe everything off with my, oops, sorry about that. I always wipe everything off with my diaper wipes because they have the alcohol, rubbing alcohol in them. Kind of keeps everything nice and clean and no more sticky. Okay, and then I'm just going to pick this up and easily, if you can see it, if you can totally see it moving, I'm just going to spread it down. Let it come down. Whoops, I don't want to drip it off. Then let it come down and down. You just kind of want to keep it going around. And then when you get it a little bit that way, then I take my big brush, which is just probably about like that, and I'm just going to stroke it to the corners. Just enough. And it really doesn't matter because it'll smooth itself back out, but I just kind of want to push it in all the corners and all over the face of it, nice and even. And just let it sit for a minute. Kind of want to get them corners. I want it to kind of run down the side a little bit. So what we're going to do is just top it off like that. Get my thingy out. I'm going to do this, and then I'll put it in my cup to dry. Or not to dry, but to soak. I have a cup of alcohol that kind of helps take all that off of there, makes it nice and easy. So I'm just letting it run down, just so it's fairly coated. See that little bubble? We'll get it popped in a minute. There's just a little bitty bubble right there at the top. There we go. Nice and pretty. I need that to break open. There's a little spot right there. You can't probably see it, but it's kind of just not over that pumpkin. There we go. I kind of want to take this little bitty brush here, like we were doing, and just kind of pat it in there against the edge. And I'm going to let that sit for a couple minutes, just so she'll spread all through the sides where she needs to be. We're going to pop that bubble. See that? Okay. And we're going to set it down there. I'm going to clean my brush just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my alcohol. Here it is. Just regular old rubbing alcohol, and I put it in a bottle. And just spritz it. And let that sit a minute. And then it'll take all the bubbles out and help it smooth over. So we'll just pick it up nice and easy and move it back. And then yesterday we also did these little bitty hearts. And so I'm going to pull these hearts out. As you can see, they come out really, really pretty, and they're green. There's another one. And these are really pretty keychains. And there's another one. Okay. And for this one, get this out of the way here. I am going to move this stuff real fast so we have just a little bit more room. There we go. Okay. Now if you can see this, for these, I think we're okay. There we go. There we go. We got some light. Okay. Now if you can see this one, it's really shiny. Really pretty, really shiny. So in this one here, we're just going to take another one of these little stickers, and I thought about this big, pretty white pumpkin. And then, or we can do the spider web, which I think would be adorable. Do the spider webs around. There's two of them. And then do the little bitty pumpkin. So let's try that. Okay. So we're going to get this little white pumpkin. Maybe. There we go. So easy. I'm just going to drop him, I think, right in the middle. You can see that. Right square down in the middle. Whoops. Get him right there. If I can get a hold of it, it's sliding around on this thing so easily. And there we go. Him's right in the middle. Pretty close. If you can see where I got him at, he is so cute on there. So, so cute. Okay. And then I want to take this, you know what? I think I want to, there's a little word here. It says trick or treat. And so we're going to pull one of these off. And like I said, they're so tiny. Now if I could just get that tad corner flipped back. There we go. And roll him over on my finger. Oh, he's going to stick to my finger. Okay. There he is. And you can see that. Well, I hate this light. But anyway, trick or treat. And we're just going to pop that right under that pumpkin. If you can see what I'm doing here. Right down under that pumpkin. You get him tacked right there. And then just slide it across. And it says trick or treat. And there's our little pumpkin. And I think we're going to take a couple of the black ones because I really don't want to get a lot of white in. I wanted to do the black spiders, but there's a lot of white. So let's go with one of the little haunted houses. We can put one here and one here. Get that little corner up. Okay. There we go. Oh, get out of here, Miller. The Millers that come in at night. They say they eat all kinds of strange things, but I think they eat more of clothing and tissue than they do anything. Okay. There we go. They keep sticking to my finger, so I'm trying to get him down there. Probably right on that point right there. There we go. And just lay it down. That was a little bee haunted. It's a little cricket. But there we go. Nice and cute. So if you can see that, there's our little haunted house. So maybe we'll find something else for the other side. So how about I don't really want to do pumpkins because the pumpkin's in the middle. So there's this little bitty hat here. So I think we're going to pull her off. If I can, very easily. There we go. All right, so we're going to pull that tiny hat off. And we're just going to stick it right here in this corner where the other one was. But I have to get it from this side because it's going to stick to my finger again. No, maybe the lid. There we go. Oh, come on. Tip of the fingernail. Should be using my tweezers, but I ain't. Okay. And gosh, I can't stop shaking this thing so slippery. There we go. And we're just going to rub it on there. And you can see that. Okay. Then we're going to take the UV resin here. I wish I could, let me see if I can get you guys down a little bit more so you can kind of see. There we go. Maybe you're a little closer. Sorry about that. Okay. So now we're just going to put a little UV resin on it. And we're going to take that brush again. This one here, because it's easier. Just going to brush it over. Nice and easy. Just so the stickers are on there. I don't want to get it on the handle because that's how we'll pick it up. And we're just going to brush it down. Okay. Then we're going to take that brush, wash it off again because, you know, the UV resin comes out very easily, especially when you stick them in water. This light is generally not working today for some reason. It is really bad in here. Okay, maybe that's a little better. See if I can't turn that off. Nope, it's just not that bright in here. Okay, well, anywho, we'll show you. So here is that one, and we're just going to stick it in the light, and we'll be right back.